What is today?
Sunday.
What else is today? We have a hard frost coming up in just a couple of nights. I have to admit, I love teenage chickens. They are so funny to watch. What'd you find, Jose?
Maybe we are lucky.
Yeah, I think we are lucky. This is a huge shoe.
But I saw in the forest cats gonna be 80, 85.
All the way down the door.
She's down in there with that little white dot on her head.
And she's got a couple of, what do they call it?
Nurse bees.
This whole end of our tents will be the plant starts. And you can see we have a double tent. We have a double booth here at the Marquette Market.
Coffee morning. Morning coffee.
And it is chilly out here today.
It is.
Brutal. So one of the things I didn't consider when we started farming are all the things that need to get done before you can get done the things you need to get done. So for example, every day we have to worry about opening and closing the high tunnels.
Mm-hmm.
The plants need to be watered.
Mm-hmm.
For example, this morning I didn't finish harvesting all of the spinach the other day, and it needs to be done because otherwise the spinach will just have to be trashed.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to go out and do that. But we need to get the onions planted today.
Mm-hmm.
That's an extremely important task that needs to happen. So I feel like you spend a lot of time doing things that just have to get done before you can get to the things you need to do. And that's very frustrating about farming. Do you find it a little bit frustrating?
Sometimes, but it is what it is.
It is what it is. You think, I always am like, oh, I'll get up and get started super early on that. And then I'm like, wait, I've got to water this. I have to make sure this is harvested or this is complete. It's part of farming.
Yeah.
So this morning, the first thing I'm doing, I edited and I'm working on getting a video posted. So that always has to get done as well. But then I'm going to get the spinach harvested, check on the plants and water if needed in the greenhouse.
Mm-hmm.
Oh!
What?
And what is today?
Sunday.
What else is today?
It is your birthday.
It is my birthday. Today's my birthday, and what do I get for my birthday?
Coffee.
Well, coffee and onion planting.
Yeah.
So, happy birthday to me. I did try to get some of our friends from Venture Up Farms to come help me harvest today for my birthday, but apparently they did not want to get me that big of a birthday gift. Helping to plant onions was not in their schedule today, but I tried. It was nice of me to try. All right. We should get to work so we can get to work.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. You ready?
Yeah. All right. Jose and I have been in a debate this morning on whether or not to plant the onions. We have a hard frost coming up in just a couple of nights. Now, the onions can handle it. It's just a matter of we don't really like to put them in the ground when we can see in just a couple of days we're going to have a hard frost probably. But at this point we're several days behind planting last year. Usually we plant, in the past we've planted on my birthday, so that's today. If we wait until Thursday, that's the 20th. No, that's the 21st. So we're pushing it back quite a bit. I think either way it doesn't matter. So sometimes you just have to make the decision, and we just said, let's do it. Let's get these puppies in the ground. So, decision made. It's highly unlikely that we will get through all the onions today. As a matter of fact, probably impossible. Last year we had Betsy here helping us, and we were able to plant all of the beds in one day. Today I think it'll probably take us a day and a half because it's just Jose and I, and plus it's already noon, so we won't get that much done today. And I'm going to start with all the yellow onions. I have to admit I love teenage chickens. They are so funny to watch. They've got their clicks. They are afraid of funny things. Some things they're not afraid of, like pepper. And today apparently they're not afraid of me. What I really think they want is for me to let them in the greenhouse. Hi, buddy. What are you doing? Hi. They're coming around the corner and seeing me and getting scared. What are you guys all doing? What'd you find, Jose?
Maybe we are lucky.
Yeah, I think we are lucky. This is a huge shoe. Where'd you find it at?
With the compass.
Oh, it was over at Andy's. We'll have to show him and ask him if he wants it back. Tell him what came in the. Tell him if we had to take the weeds, we also get the horseshoe. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Still got a nail in it right there. Wow.
Probably is the horse that's still in the compass.
Oh, the horse could still be in there. Okay, I'm going to get started on onions. Jose is going to put plastic on these last 2 beds. This first bed is just going to be for overflow onions. So anything that doesn't fit in these first 6 beds will go into here, because we want this bed space right here to be for the squash. Wow, look at that garlic. Yeah, we want the squash to be able to sort of overflow into this bed a little bit. So what I'm going to do right now is get started. I'm going to do yellow onions, red onions, yellow onions, and then we'll do white onions with shallots, and then sweet onions. So, or something along those lines. I do like to just keep the sweet onions separated from the yellow onions. I can tell them apart, but it's easier if I don't have to think about it. It's kind of like not having chickens that lay white eggs. I can tell the difference between duck eggs and chicken eggs, but it's just easier if I don't have to think. Good morning.
Good morning.
So yesterday was onion planting day, but as you can see, there are onions
Still here?
still here. The reason for that is we got the first bed of yellow onions done fine,
Yeah.
and we got about a third of the way on the second bed of yellow onions, and it wasn't supposed to rain,
No.
but it rained.
Yeah.
And it rained hard. Like a little bit of rain you can work in, but eventually it's just mud hole.
Yeah.
So the legs of my pants were soaking wet, my gloves were all muddy, so we only got the 2 beds of yellow onions in before we gave up. Plus it was my birthday. By the time we got in around 3 o'clock, it was just, I just said to Jose, let's just take the rest of the day off and celebrate my birthday, sort of.
Yeah.
Yep. Anyway, it was a good day. We did get some stuff done, but not near as much as I wanted to. So now we have a couple of days of rain, and it's been heavy rain.
Oh yeah.
This morning, yeah.
Thunder, lightning.
Yeah, downpour, which means the soil won't be able to be worked now until Wednesday, Thursday.
Yeah.
So there won't be any planting outside until then.
Yeah.
So what's the plan instead?
We well, at least I'm gonna work in other small thing like weeding.
Yep.
We need weeding on the small hoopahs.
And then I have member deliveries today because market started in Marquette this last weekend, but the Munising market that we attend doesn't start till next weekend. So I'll do member deliveries tonight to bring them greens and make sure they get their stuff for the week. Then I'm gonna have to plant these beets.
Oh yeah.
Plant the celery and then some dill in this little tiny hoop house. And then maybe help weed, depending on how much I have to harvest a little bit. I just have to harvest a little bit of salad mix, and I have to harvest some bok choy for today. So not very much. The thing is, the salad mix will take me a little bit of time because I have to sanitize the sinks and get that all bagged up.
Yep. It's gonna be kind of like a chilly day, not too hot.
Yeah, it's not bad. Yesterday was super cold because of wind from the north. Like, by the time we came in the rain, we were just frozen to the core. It was so cold out there working. So I was kind of glad the day ended the way it did. Today, though, is actually really nice. It's raining, but it's warm.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the night that was supposed to get down to 26 or 28 has now come up to 30.
Yeah, not too bad.
Yeah, 30 we can stomach. But what we are going to do is all of these kohlrabi and cabbages are overgrown and need to go out. But we're not going to do it until after the 30-degree night. Just because it's just going to save us some worry about those getting frost. And they're so big and beautiful now, I don't want to put them out and then have them freeze. It'll just slow them down. So we'll wait and put those out a couple of days later than we were going to, although we were going to do it like 2 weeks ago. So but
they're still okay.
They're fine. Everything's fine. So yeah, that's the plan for today. So nothing big. And then tomorrow we're going to run to town because we want to get the drains for the sink.
Oh yeah,
because we want to start using that sink.
Yeah.
And I need to wash eggs. Yeah, because it's supposed to be rainy and cold tomorrow.
Yeah, no, a lot.
Or Wednesday. Wednesday's supposed to be cold.
Yeah, not wind tomorrow.
Yeah. So I have to go to the feed place and get our feed for the chickens this week.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna run to town. Maybe grab a coffee because it was my birthday and we didn't do anything for my birthday. All right. We do have a member coming by in about an hour that'll look at plant start, so I got everything laid out so she could easily look through everything and get some stuff picked out. I got this whole thing organized and ready because Betsy will be here tomorrow, and Betsy and Ashley will be here Wednesday to pot up and get some seeding done. And then we have Farm Store, the first official farm store on Wednesday, which is very exciting. I love when people are coming to the farm. All right, I'll stop talking now. Let's get to work.
All right, let's work. Let's go do something. So today I will weed in here inside of this little hoop house. So when this one is the worst. This one have a lot of weed. I mean, not weed, grass. This is the worst. This is the worst. So the other day I was try to weed in here this patch here or walking area, I don't know, but it's better. So I had to do this other one here and the other one there. So I don't know if you can see all over there, the grass is very tall, but this other one here is a little better. What a beautiful day today, huh? It's a little windy, but it's beautiful and chilly, cold. It's a little cold, but not too bad like we expect it will be, but that's good. It's gonna be sunny all day. It will be perfect because we want to planting, or we want to see the corn maybe I don't know, soon. Maybe today is Wednesday, maybe Friday. I think I can do Friday here. I can see the corn Friday or I can put the seed in the ground. So yeah, but first I had to roll in this plastic. I had to take this plastic, and because this patch was winter squash last year, and now we had to move to the other patch. It's gonna be other side here. So yeah, I had to move this plastic. That's gonna be my project, and then spray compost, and then bring another plastic here, because that's the only way we can do it. That's the only way we can control the weed here. So now I'm going to start what I did. I started putting on compost in this bed. So I had to do, let me see, 7 more. 6 more, yeah. 6 more beds. I think it's gonna take me another hour. There's cold. Yeah, it's nice to. It is nice work here when it's cold, because you are not sweating. You don't feeling too hot. But I think it's too cold. It's too cold. It is just 42 degrees. But I saw in the forest cats it's gonna be 80, 85, 82, I think, next week. Well, it's gonna be hot, super hot. So yeah, I should be stop making complaint. I should be stop making complaint about this cold weather, because when it's hot, I would like to be in this kind of weather right now, cold. All right, let's work. This compost is coming from our neighbor Andy. Super nice compost. That was the last one. So now it's time to mix it up with the 2-wheel tractor. I want to work on that, and then I will done for today.
Today's the day we're gonna get the plastic.
Yeah, this is the last one.
The last one. This is our tomato hoop house, which we need to start planting tomatoes next week.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna get the plastic on so Jose can start working the beds. But yesterday you did the corn beds.
Yep.
We still have to put the plastic on, right?
Yep.
But we're close. And then later today, which it's of course very warm, luckily only supposed to be 50, but we do have to plant onions.
Mm-hmm.
Would love to have all the onions in the ground by the end of the day today, which I think we can do depending on this. But we'll do this, have lunch, and then we've got about 4 hours. I think each bed will take us an hour with 2 people.
Yeah.
So that's 4 hours for 4 beds. So we'll try. Anyway, we're gonna get this done and then we'll move on.
Right.
Okay, so we need to go get the plastic
Yeah, the plastic is upside, but I need you have to put in it.
on the cart.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I want to finish this thing first. So
Yeah, go. Jose and I brought out the plastic. We got our big ladder, well, not our ladder, our neighbor's big ladder, because it's very helpful. So I was just talking about earlier when I didn't have the camera recording on how we bundle everything together at the end of the season and label everything. Because I'll tell you, in the fall when you're tired and just want to get stuff put away, in the spring you're going to have no idea what you did. So you always, always, always want to label and keep things together. All right, end walls are done.
Yep.
That went pretty well. It is a little breezy out here, so what we try to do is put the plastic on so that the wind blows into the plastic, because if you get it where the wind is pushing the plastic against the hoop house, it's very hard to pull it over because it just sucks it against the metal and then you'll never get it pulled over. If the wind is blowing from the opposite direction of where you're pulling it, it helps a little bit lift the plastic, but it also can be more difficult because it's grabbing the plastic and it's not holding it against the tunnel. But we find for 2 people it's better to do it that way. If you had 3 or 4, you could probably do it the other way.
Oh yeah.
Then you can have people pulling it away from the metal. Okay, start at the other end, or?
Yep.
So we finished that hoop house today.
Yep.
But it was very windy. The battery went dead on the camera and we said we better just finish this and not run and get a new battery. So you didn't see the end of that one. That plastic got picked up a couple of times. It wasn't even that windy, but it was big long breezes that were just like picking it up and floating that plastic. So now it's way late. It's like 3, well, hell, I think it's almost 4.
3:47.
3:47. So we're gonna try to get a bunch of onions in the ground, but I don't know how far we're gonna get. I have enough to do 2 beds here, but we might not make it all the way. Although I have dinner already made, so I may just work until I can't work anymore. Ooh, knee pads. I'm ready, we can go.
Coming?
I wonder what I did with the other one. All right, last day for onion planting. This year's been somewhat of a struggle to get them in the ground. I feel like we've done it in shifts. But we got the 2 rows done yesterday, so we have 2 more rows left to go. What I'm doing right now is just getting them watered so I can pull all these trays out there. After today, though, the onions will be done. I'm very thankful. And then Jose can start getting the corn beds ready because that's next on the agenda, followed by tomatoes and peppers. So we just stopped in to see Betsy. She's here today. What are you doing in here?
Right now, I am bagging spinach for market, but I've just been washing all the veggies and prepping everything for market tomorrow.
Yeah, there's a lot of spinach on the farm. A lot. We were actually going to try to process it today, but we're not going to have time, so maybe I can get to it over the weekend. We like to get some in the freezer. And in the fall, we sell so much spinach that there's not enough for processing. So a lot of times when we process, it has to be in the spring. Because for some reason, people don't buy as much spinach in the spring as they do in the fall. I don't know what that's about.
Well, and in the fall, we have so many other things we're harvesting.
Yeah.
And processing.
Yeah, we're a little too busy for things. But we're doing that. So tomorrow, though, what do we have going on?
Market.
We're doing market tomorrow. I'm gonna bring the camera with if I remember because I forgot it last week. So you'll see Betsy and I at the market. We might have our friend Emily with us. Not sure yet if she's coming. The temperatures though, we were supposed to get rain, but now it's looking good.
Good.
So I'm hoping for a nice day. Historically, the last 2 weeks of May and the first week of June are the busiest plant start markets. So hopefully we can make a little money while the sun shines.
Nice.
Well, actually, the sun's not supposed to shine tomorrow, but it is supposed to get up close to 60, which is better than 50.
I need it to be a nice day too. I need to get into the bees tomorrow.
Ooh, yeah, bees. Betsy's going to be begging to leave the market early because she's got queens. Ooh.
Yeah.
Let's look in there. All right, let's take a look at the queens.
This is the first time that I've ever ordered just queens. I usually let the bees make their own queens, but she's down in there with that little white dot on her head.
And she's got a couple of, what do they call it?
Nurse bees to tend to her and make sure she's okay. They're eating, there's a little piece of candy in there that they're feeding her, so.
Nice. That's pretty cool. So that's exciting because we had 4 of our hives come through the winter, but we think one of them may have died since. We're not sure, but do you think you're going to try to get into that one tomorrow?
I'll at least take a peek.
Okay.
It just wasn't very strong, so if anything, the bigger, badder hives might have just robbed it, but we'll see.
Yeah, nice. So yeah, we're going to see what's going on tomorrow, hopefully. Just because we were excited that 4 came through, but one of them was pretty weak.
Yeah, it struggled a bit, and I think it had mites and stuff too, so we'll see if it can bounce back or what we can do with it.
And you're planning on splitting 2 tomorrow?
Yep. Possibly 3. The hives will tell me what's going on, but hopefully we're catching it early enough before they're swarming. So.
Yeah. Because last year we had a lot of swarms out of the
just
biggest
one
hive.
And those hives are big.
I know.
There's a lot of bees in them. So.
Yeah. Every time we turned around, they were swarming. That poor tree we got a big pine tree in front of them, and that poor pine tree, because they swarm and they sit on that pine tree. We keep cutting branches out of it. Pretty soon it's just going to be a big stake out there in the ground. All right. I'm going to go clean out more of your greenhouse now with onions.
Oh, good.
Goodbye, onions. All right, last day of onion planting. We just have the reds and Walla Wallas. So reds are going to go here between our 2 different beds of yellows. That just keeps them separated so I know the different varieties. And then Walla Wallas will go over here right next to the garlic, which is going to work out good. Jose will be out here to help me in a little bit. He does the root vegetables on harvest day, so he's finishing up that. Morning. I promised a market setup video, so that's what I'm here doing right now. It's mostly plant starts. This whole end of our tents will be the plant starts, and you can see we have a double tent. We have a double booth here at the Marquette Market. This end over here we'll put all of our fresh veg and eggs. It takes me, I'm one of the first vendors here because I have to pull in and out of this pavilion before everybody gets here with the truck and trailer, so I'm not blocking other people. So I've already unloaded, gotten my truck and trailer off of the pavilion, and now I'm just gonna get set up. I have about 2 hours to do that. This time of year things are really tight on the table because I have all of the plant starts. I've been considering buying another table, which I should really do, but I would prefer not to have stuff stretched out over here and keep it all over here, but we just have too many things right now, and I'm still not done putting items out. So I still have to do some small containers of onions, and I'm still putting out our big things of spinach. So it's a little bit overwhelming. We're here. We're pretty much set up. I'm only in panic mode. What time is it? You just had your phone out.
Hello.
Super fancy.
8:47.
Oh, okay, so we have 13 minutes. Pretty much everything's done now, which is good. And Betsy's here, and I think she showed up on time,
I did.
which is tough for Betsy.
I showed up like 2 minutes early.
Woo! So I did have Betsy pack some extra plant starts in her car last night because hopefully these are some of our biggest days, and so let's sell as much as we can, right?
Yeah. It's a bit chilly, so we'll see what today brings. But
Yeah, people aren't really into gardening when it's cool, but they say for Memorial Day is when people should start planting up here, and Monday is Memorial Day. So I think people will be in the planting spirit. So let's hope we get those plant starts sold. All right, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's do this.